Hi everyone. Um, you may have heard by now that the Commission on Presidential Debates has announced a new rule for the final presidential debate that is scheduled to take place on October 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee, between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. The new rule is that there will be 6 segments, each with a topic. And at the beginning of each segment, the moderator will ask a question, and each candidate will have 2 minutes to respond. And so when Donald Trump is responding to that question, Joe Biden's microphone will be muted. And when Joe Biden is responding to the question, Donald Trump's microphone will be muted. This is the new rule. Now, why is this new rule being implemented? It has been reported that the whole idea is to minimize interruptions. My first reaction to this is, I don't like this rule. Let me tell you why. If you think about the debate stage from the first presidential debate, okay, and I'm guessing the final presidential debate will have a similar setup, right? You've got the 2 candidates on stage, several feet apart from each other, usually several feet apart, now even more so because of coronavirus and social distancing. But the 2 candidates standing on stage several feet apart from each other. In spite of being several feet apart from each other, they're still close enough that even without microphone, if one person speaks, the other person can hear that, okay? Same goes for the moderator. The moderator is also going to be at a distance from the candidates, but still pretty close, I think, that if one person says something, I'm guessing, depending on the setup, because it's really a quiet room, no one in the audience is talking, so it's very quiet. So if one person on stage says something, the other candidate can for sure hear that. Perhaps the moderator can too. If you mute the microphone for a candidate, the only thing that changes is people sitting at home, millions and millions of people who are watching on TV, they won't be able to hear the candidate if that candidate is speaking when the microphone is off. So imagine a scenario. Donald Trump answering his question. Joe Biden's microphone is muted. If Joe Biden decides to say something when his microphone is muted, perhaps we sitting at home cannot hear that, but Donald Trump can still hear that. And so, vice versa. If Joe Biden is speaking and Donald Trump's microphone is muted, but Donald Trump says something that I'm guessing Joe Biden can hear that. So this whole idea about minimizing interruptions, I don't know how effective that will be. Second thought, I don't know if we need to minimize interruptions at all. When you think about a presidential debate, it's not just about the candidates answering questions. It's about the candidate, the entire candidate. It's about how the candidate handles arguments, how the candidate counters the argument of the opponent, their body language, their humor, their tone of voice, how assertive they are. It's about everything. So if candidates are interrupting each other, that's also part of the debate, and that's also something that people sitting at home should be able to see so that they can make up their minds about the candidates. It's also part of that whole debate experience. Therefore, I do not believe it's a good idea to mute the microphones, but that's just me. There are other people who are going to disagree, and that's fine. I want to see the candidates in their most natural debating form. I want to see them engage, discuss ideas, engage in arguments, and that's how people are going to be able to make up their minds. What's most important in any presidential debate is that the moderator be fair and impartial, that the debate be handled in a very neutral manner. And that is something that has been widely discussed over the last couple of weeks on TV because of how the first presidential debate went and the fact that the moderator of the second presidential debate, which got canceled, Steve Scully, he lied about being hacked on Twitter. So that was just uh, something that sparked many conversations among journalists and other people on TV about the debate moderator being neutral and being fair and impartial and being honest. Anyway, I am not going to predict what the third debate will be like. I am hoping, I don't know if it'll be or not, but I am hoping that it will be handled in a very, very fair and impartial way. That's what American people deserve, and that's what they should get. And but anyway, I'm going to refrain from making any kind of predictions. For full disclosure, those who know me know very well that I'm a Donald Trump supporter, so I voted for Donald Trump in 2016. I'll vote for him again in 2020. There are lots of people who are watching the debates, but it's not necessarily going to change their minds, but it's important for the swing voters who have not yet decided who to vote for. It's important for them to watch these debates. So I hope it's a great debate. With that, if you've got any thoughts you want to share, please do so. I'm always curious to know your comments and thoughts. Thank you.